Hey, we're at IAM New York Comic Con. I'm here with Sasquatch and Suppy, who unfortunately fell out of the open bracket. So, how's your tournament?
It was, kind of what I expected. I played DRG first match of IEM and lost to him 0-2. I was really nervous, but then I beat a bunch of foreigners and then lost to life 1 round from qualifying.
Why did you do it again? You just said a bunch of foreigners. He beat me. An a-hole. I also lost to DRG, and then I beat a bunch of foreigners, and then I played Gage, and then I lost. But it was a really fun tournament. Yeah.
Like how has it been? All right. How has it been being like a WCS America pro this year? I imagine it sucked a lot.
So I've tried to qualify 2 times for WCS America. First season I lost to Crank and then Hart, and then second season I lost to Hack and then Boong Boong, or how do you say his name. So yeah, that's been my experience so far as a WCS America player.
WCS America has been great. I mean, we've got a lot of Koreans, so it's like adding a lot to the complexity of our, league, and giving us a lot of really good practice. And I've had the fortune of playing with like very, very good Koreans. Like I played Hack as well, and I learned a lot from my losses, and I think it's really helping me improve as a player.
So next year, region lock or not?
Please.
No. Okay, yeah, maybe we should region lock.
Maybe.
Okay, we should definitely region lock. Get those freaking Koreans out of here.
Do you lord it over your other friends in America that like you've actually made the round of 16 a few times somehow? I don't know how you did it, but
do I gloat over my other friends?
Yeah, you've made the round of 16.
Well, maybe. Actually, I was the best person in Zerg chat until Scarlet made like round of like 4, because I was higher than her that season. So at one point I was the best person in Zerg chat.
Wait, let's talk about the Zerg chat. Like, what is it? It's like I know there's this weird cabal of like North American Zerg players and Major for some reason who just like talk about random stuff. Like, what is this thing?
I just say it's really just a group of friends that play StarCraft, and I mean, we kind of just started like hyping it as like a Zerg chat because I think we have a majority of like the best NA Zerg foreigners. So yeah, it's just for fun.
People think we're super elitist, but actually we are very, very nice people and super welcoming. Just we have one rule, which is no Protoss allowed. Why are you shaking your head? No Protosses are allowed because Protoss Imba. But yeah, we're really, really friendly people and not elitist, or like people say we're a cabal, but it should be more like the Zerg group of friendship, yeah. Like
nursery or something like that.
Yeah.
Wait, how did Major get in? Like you said, anyone, no Protoss allowed, but like why is Major the only Terran in there?
I forget why he originally joined. I think he just was like talking to one of us, and then somebody dragged him in, and then it just kind of stuck that way. But I mean, his Zerg off race is probably better than like most other NA players. Like I'd say he's probably like top 10 Zerg in NA.
Really? You would say that? He's not that good.
I mean, like I remember one time he went on my account and he was just like playing like miscellaneous like people streaming, and he would just like destroy them. Even with his like you would just go random and you'd beat him every time. So I don't know.
Wait, so a Major was in he was with Team 8 for a while. Did he tell you any like really good stories from the team house, his experience in Korea? Like just tell me some stuff.
He liked talking about like how many like times there was like naked people walking around the house, and then there was like one guy who had like one particularly big like endowment, right? And they all like praised and like worshipped him, right? You don't remember that story?
I do remember that.
Okay, you do remember that story. And anything else happen?
I can't think of anything else.
They always rubbed his stomach because he was like the big Buddha or something, and they rubbed his stomach for good luck, but I don't know, apparently it didn't work too well for Team 8, right?
Yeah, that's a good story, I guess. Anyway, So like Major, I feel like he gets underrated in America, kind of like. So, how good was he in the teammate practice? Like, how good did he say he rated in internal rankings?
He said he would always, I mean, he was never like at the top, but he was never like at the bottom either. So I mean, he's definitely like a good practice partner in the team. But I guess he didn't get sent out for whatever reasons. Like, I don't know. They just never wanted to put him out, even though he was, doing better than some of the other players. It might have just been like a trust thing or whatever.
Yeah, I heard he was actually one of the better players in in-house rankings, but I think maybe they didn't send him out because like he's not like Korean blood, so they like didn't have faith in him to like actually perform like when he actually did go out.
That's just saying they're racists. Saying they're racist.
No.
They didn't trust him.
They just didn't have faith. They didn't have faith. They can't hear you.
Wait, that's can they? I don't know. No, if I yell loud enough, they can hear me. But no, like, you just said they didn't have faith in them because he didn't have Korean blood. Like, is that like a really bad roundabout way of saying like their Koreans are racist?
I mean, maybe they thought he would have nerve issues or something like that.
That's much more politically correct.
I was politically correct. You were the one who instigated it and said you implied something from my.
I implied nothing. You just took this and you took the mean whatever. It was.
You took my words out of context.
All right, let's just stop talking about Major in that case. Okay, so the other person in your group, Scarlet, we don't know much about her because she barely says anything in interviews, and all our interviews tend to be terrible. And so I don't know if this interview is going to be any much better, but still, she doesn't say much. So what's she really like?
She's really BM.
Yeah, she's really BM, and she doesn't like talking to people. Like, she doesn't even talk to us in Zerg chat. It's really sad. It makes me cry. And I always ask her, Sasha, will you please speak in the microphone for us? And she won't do it. So this is my plea to Sasha. Sasha Salsa is her name, we call her. Please talk in the microphone to us. I'd really like it.
Yeah.
Like, also, like, why is she so good? Do you guys have any idea?
She says like she doesn't play a lot. She's kind of like Stefano in that way, but I think she does play a pretty decent amount. And I don't know, she's pretty. I mean, she watches a lot. Like she watches a ton of games, so she always is pretty up to date on like good ways to play and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't really know why she's so good, but I'd probably say that most of us in the entire Zerg chat like look up to her a lot, and we always want to emulate her. And always ask her for advice and stuff, but she'll always give like really, really vague answers. Like, we'll ask like, how do you deal with like Archon Immortal? And she's like, make many Broodlords, and then won't say anything else. Or like deal with like certain like all-in pushes, and she'll just say like, make units, and then that's it.
Yeah, she's pretty vague with her advice, but she also asks for a lot of advice too. It's not like she's like, it's like a one-sided relationship or anything like that. Like when she just came back from China, she was like having us all try to help her and stuff like that, so she could prepare for her like Protoss group of death in WCS.
You make her sound like a terrible friend. Like she's really BM to everyone, doesn't really talk to you guys, and then if you ask for advice, she doesn't really give you advice. Like why are you her friend?
Well, even though every person in life does have drawbacks and certain cons, there's pros and there's cons to each person. And that's what makes people unique. And no matter what she does, she is still and always will be the Sasha Salsa of our hearts.
I don't know what that means, but okay. So let's like consider some more like players or membership into your clique. It's like a high school clique kind of. You're the cool kids in the cafeteria, and you get to pick who gets to sit with you. And like Major gets to sit with you because I don't know, like he's the random Terran kid. Anyway, so let's think of some new. Possible entrance. How about Nurchio? Nurchio's Scarlet's friend, and he's kind of BM, and he doesn't really talk that much in person, I guess, but maybe he'd be a good fit. He's from Europe, though.
I think Theognis asked to join one time, and he got declined. But other than that, there's been a couple other people who asked to join, and I don't know. I think the only person who we'd all agree on is like somebody like DRG. It's pretty hard to find somebody else who like we all think is like a good player / like a person we'd want to talk to, because even if they're like a good player, like we thought Theognis was a pretty good player, but I'd say that like not everybody else knew him in the chat, so like just didn't work out. But other than that, yeah, like somebody like DRG, I'm sure everybody would want it.
Well, we didn't all know each other that well until the chat, and that's kind of like where we bonded and like meshed and like became what we are now, like the Super Zerg chat. In terms of like Nurchio, maybe like personality-wise, I think he'd be a good addition, but at this point we've become very selective. I said we're elitist, but I mean we're not elitist, but like we are selective in our entrance exams.
He has won more tournaments than like all of you combined.
Well,
Besides Scarlet, I guess. Oh no, including her.
no, maybe. Okay, but we have to be a little selective. We're getting kind of large. We added Ghost User and Kane back in like August or something. Wait, not August, like July, June. But we definitely had to start.
Neeb was there too before.
Yeah, we have actually had to kick some people out for not obeying the rule of Zerg chat. We have a few spoken rules. One of them, as I said before, is no Protoss is allowed. The other one, I'm not sure if we should talk about it, but
I don't even know what you're talking about.
he did break our rule.
Okay.
We'll just leave it as a secret.
Okay.
It's just like seriously some weird like high school clique, man. It's like you have like hidden rules, and you like completely like exclude one group of people. It's like the Protoss kids are like the nerds, or that's not cool enough to join. Like, what is this? All right, so hypothetically, what if like Stefano at his height of his power had asked to join for whatever reason? Would you have accepted him, or are you so exclusive that he wouldn't have accepted Stefano?
Probably would have accepted Stefano. Yeah, I think we would have accepted Stefano.
No, I wouldn't have accepted him. He wouldn't fit in at all.
Yeah, maybe not.
He's like crazy man, boogeyman, party man. Also, we have like some tension with like EU. There's like an EU chat, and they're like thinking they're better than us, and they like challenge us to a show match. We're like,
Yeah, they challenged us to a show match, but they wouldn't put money on the line. Like I think Major said like $500 or something, and it's like Harstem and Harstem, like Fnatic Zanster, Fnatic Mini Razor. Oh yeah,
Shu from North America is in the EU chat.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of miscellaneous people. But anyway, they were like challenging us, and I don't know, they like completely dodged.
All right. Okay. What about were you around when Idra was still a player? This chat was around when Idra was still a player, right? Idra, whatever you call him.
Yeah.
So what about him? Would he have been a good? One, he likes to complain about Zerg being weak a lot, so that kind of like makes him like a good candidate, right?
I mean, I doubt he's somebody who likes to talk about the game. So, like, I doubt he's like actively like talking about strategy and stuff. So probably not.
I think all of us are very. I don't know. We just like. I mean, as we said before, we're just like a group of friends. So like, it's not really about like, oh, this person has like so many accomplishments. We should just like invite them to the Zerg chat. It's like who would fit in well, like, and be our friend. And like, I am friends with Idra, but I don't know if he would fit in with us. We're like all like 20-year-old like hooligans to him probably. So like, yeah, I don't know if he would enjoy it himself.
We're also conveniently like all 20 and 19. I think Ghost User might be like 21, like on the edge of 22. But everybody else is like 20 or 19, so.
So like, who would you say is the leader of the group? The Queen Bee, or whatever they called in that movie?
Maybe, like, sometimes, I mean, I'd say it sometimes bounces between, like, sometimes Scarlet, sometimes, like, when somebody has, like, a WCS match or something coming up, then they're kind of, like, actively leading the discussion. I wouldn't say there's, like, anybody in particular, though.
Yeah, I think we all, like, share a crucial and critical part in the role of determining, like, what we're talking about. I think, we do have some people who do talk more than others and contribute more to the discussion, and some that don't contribute as much, and that's sometimes a sign that we have to axe them. And it's okay, just kidding. Okay.
So, God, this sounds like weirder and weirder as it goes. But you said there was an EU chat as well, right?
Yeah.
But they're not like divided along racial lines. This is not the NA Zerg chat, is it?
No, they have a ton of people, and I don't know. I don't think even some of them play StarCraft. It's just like a giant chat thing.
Alright. So you guys had like you tried to have like a show, I think, once, and like I don't know, you did like one episode of it, and like I don't know, it was alright, but.
Wow. That was not very enthusiastic.
Alright, anyway, so beyond that, like, do you see this going anywhere besides like a chat or like turning into something else?
Well, we've tried to like cast some stuff before. Like we tried to cast one of the WCS qualifiers, but
oh shit, you're right.
Blizzard shut us down because I think we were maybe a little bit too harsh, but that's up to debate anyway. We did do a second episode of the show, and we're going to try to keep doing it every 2 weeks. And I think the second one was a lot better than the first one. The first one was kind of awkward, and it was also in the middle of the night.
It could use actual production. The show could use some actual production, maybe.
I don't know about that.
What about some MS Paint like backdrops and shit like that? Like some production to make it look like less.
That's pretty much what we have.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, we have like just a black screen for the overlay, but I think we can start adding in some MS Paint drawings maybe or something.
Yeah, we're probably going to be doing another episode soon, and I'm actually buying Major his webcam, so we're going to see some nice Major action.
fucking easy money.
Yeah, yeah, I guess you could say that, dirty EG money. And with that, we will actually see Juan's. I heard he's been growing out this massively dirty like beard thing coming, so that'll be a great sight for everybody to see. And yeah, look forward to the next Zerg show. Huh?
Okay. Before I wrap it up and ask you to like plug your sponsors and do all that corporate shit, I wanna. So you thought of like a catchy name for this like for your group? Because like saying the NA Zerg chat is like it doesn't really have like a good ring to it. You know, it's not really marketable.
I mean, our show's called Zerg Plus One. Is that like a good chat name too?
Oh, that's awesome. That should just be why don't you call it officially just Zerg Plus One? But that also makes it like closed to any future entries that are not Juan.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Sometimes it just has to be that way.
And if people want to apply, like, who would they send their application to?
You could send it to, what's your email?
You could send it to heyitsuppy@yahoo.com.
All right, can like gold leaguers apply?
I don't think so.
Hell no.
All right, we'll wrap up. Say what you got to say, or I don't know, just do what you want.
You go first.
No.
No, you already memorized yours.
Okay. Yeah, thanks to... yeah, I already memorized. Thanks to my team, Complexity. You can follow me on Twitter at Cole_Sasquatch. Thanks to my sponsors, Sound Blaster, Newegg, Origin, PNY, Keypad, Scruff, Twitch. Yeah, all of them.
Oh, you forgot one.
Is this Elite Gaming?
Oh, yeah, Elite Gaming.
Yeah.
That's another one. They're new, so that's why I didn't remember them. They're, I think, the newest sponsor besides Scruff. We've been getting a lot of sponsors lately, so it's getting harder.
God, how many sponsors do you have? Jeez. Thank you to my team, Evil Geniuses, and all the support they give me, and thank you to our sponsors. You can see them on this like sexy new jacket. Monster Energy on sale soon.
On sale soon.
On sale soon.
Right. No?
Are they? I don't know. They might be kind of like elitist about it, but Monster Energy, Kingston HyperX, Astro, Razer, XMG, Need for Speed, Zam, Jinx. I think that's about it. Yeah. And thanks Team Liquid for doing this interview, and thank you viewer for watching this incredibly weird interview. I actually prefer interviews like this. I think standard random interviews are really boring, right?
Yeah, that's all right. All right, let's end the interview.